Hi there, I'm Christine, the Gemini Stitcher, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I've finally decided to start joining in the Friday Sews gang, and this is my first Friday Sews video. If you haven't seen me before, I am a manic sewist. I do a lot of sewing, and these are my two babies, my mini schnauzers. This is Esme. Yes, she was the black one. She's named after Esme from the Sewing Bee. Don't you think she looks like Esme Young? Sorry, Esme. And she's 18 months. And this is Lily, the lazy one. She's 8 and she's my baby. Seen me through some pretty tough times over the years. And I love them. So I do a regular Monday Makes and Plans video, which is why I wasn't doing the Friday sews. But I've just got so much that I want to share with everybody that I thought I would do my version of a Friday sews on a Friday that's a little bit different. I am going to show some sewing, but we're going to have a chat more about what I do, where I've been this week, etc., which I don't tend to do in my Makes and Plans video on a Monday, because that is what it is. It's all about what I'm sewing and what I'm doing that week. So seeing as how I haven't done a Friday sews before, I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about me. I'm a 58-year-old sewist. I've been sewing since I was 14 years old. My lovely mum, Shirley, taught me how to sew. And I did it really because, well, apart from when I was young, we didn't have an awful lot of money to go out and buy fast fashion. And it didn't really exist. Clothes were quite expensive when I was growing up. And I was tiny. I'm 5 foot on a good day. And when I was 14, 15 years old, I was seriously slim. And it was not fashionable to be slim in those days. Believe it or not, it was fashionable to have curves, which would be great for me now, but then I didn't have any. So the clothes in the shops, the adult clothes that were fashionable, didn't really suit me. So I made my own. I'm not saying that they were best made garments in the world, but they worked for me. I vividly remember on numerous occasions getting up on a Saturday morning early, spending all day making a dress to go out in that night because I wanted something new. So that was the great thing about making my own clothes, and still is really, isn't it? You can shop your stash, make something new, and feel great when you go out that evening if you don't like what you've got in your wardrobe. So I was lucky and got the opportunity to take early retirement at the age of 55, and I have never looked back. I spend some point of every day doing something to do with sewing. It isn't everything that I do. I do have a few other hobbies, so shall we talk about those first? I'm a dog lover, as you can see. This little monkey's biting my hand, so I might have to let her go down in a minute if she doesn't behave. Don't make videos with dogs and children. When will I learn? But they're my babies. So I'm a dog lover, so I do a lot of walking. I've got a holiday let on the Isle of Anglesey, so we spend a lot of time down there. I do all the management for it. So I'm up and down the A55 coastal road quite a lot. I've got back into the gym, so I go to the gym. The idea in my head when I joined was that I was going to go every day. The reality is I go 3 times a week, which is not too bad. I don't think. It's better than nothing, isn't it? If I could go every day, I get distracted, usually with sewing things. And then I think, oh no, I'm doing that. And then before I know it, it's tea time. So what do I do at the gym? I love to swim, I do Pilates, and I do a fabulous dance fit class on a Friday, which is great. And as well as sewing, my other craft hobby is to knit. I do this when I'm sat in front of the TV of an evening, and this is my latest project. Just untangle it, I don't want to lose anything. It is a cable knit jumper for the winter in a gorgeous ochre Aran wool. So that's my other hobby that's crafty. So shall we get on with talking about sewing, which is what Friday Sews is all about, really, isn't it? As I said at the beginning, I do a Monday Makes and Plans. So we're not going to cover anything on Friday Sews that are in my Makes and Plans, but I also always end up making things that aren't on my list. And this week, I've made, I'll just grab it, a sewing project bag. I've just started up a social sewing group that runs once a month at the Millhouse venue in Clayton Le Moors. So if you live in Lancashire and you want more details on it, comment and I'll get back to you about it. But this is my quilted project bag that I'm going to use to take my things with me to the social sewing group. So it's been made with a panel from Flamingo Fabrics. They print these panels out. This one was on a quilting cotton. You can also get them printed on canvas, which I've used to make tote bags before, but this is my project bag. I've grid quilted it, which took longer than I thought. Found the edges, and look at the pop of colour on the back, and then I put pink spots on the back and a zip up the middle, and then don't know if you can see, bright turquoise inside. So I'm going to be very proud taking that to my social sewing group, and I think everybody else is going to want to make one as well. So we might do a project bag sesh at the social sewing group. The other thing that someone said, it's been posted on Instagram this week, this pouch bag, whatever you want to call it. And it's had lots of lovely comments. So if you commented, thank you. And one lady, which I thought, wow, that is such a good idea, is going to copy this and she's going to make them as gifts for all her sewing buddies for Christmas. So that is great. I made it in, the quilting took the longest part, obviously. You don't have to do such intricate grid quilting if you don't want. I just got a bit carried away, I think. Completely forgot, and I always do, to tell you what I'm wearing because it's me made. This is the Atelier Jupe Solange dress. It's in the Guthrie and Garney special print Happy Blooms fabric, and I made it as the pattern challenge for part of the Busy Bee Sewing Challenge that myself and Sam from Sequin Girly Creates set up. When did we start it? The end of July, I think. Was it? Yeah, first reveal was July, the end of July. Sorry. And it was the pattern challenge. So one of the other ladies, we all sent each other a pattern. So we didn't know what we would be making, and we opened them all live, which was great fun. And this was the Solange dress that I got sent back to make by one of the other ladies. We're almost ready to reveal our second challenge. Sorry, it's hair across my face. That's better. We're almost ready to reveal our second challenge, which is the transformation challenge, where we've had to choose a garment that we no longer wear anymore, something that we've got in the house that needs revamping, or something from a charity shop. So that's all set to be revealed on the 30th of August, which is next Wednesday. Wow, that's come round quick. better get that video done. So there's 6 of us all doing the reveals on the 30th of August at 6 p.m. So if you've not watched those, I have a playlist called the Busy Bees Challenge or something like that. So if you go to my channel and look at my playlists, there's one there and I've put everybody's videos that are in the challenge in there so you can spend an afternoon watching them all and catch up, because it's been such good fun and great to watch. So what have I been up to this week? Lots of sewing, a bit of knitting, walking the dogs in the rain because it's been a bit miserable. We've had odd sunny days, but for the best part of the week, you can guarantee we've had rain nearly every day. Have you come back to join us, baby? It's a good girl. And then going to the gym. I've been good this week and I've gone 3 times. Well, I will have done by today. I'm going to pop off to the gym this afternoon. And the other thing that I've done is go to a ladies group lunch, which was lovely. I don't go to them very often, and I joined a group on Facebook that's local to me. They do all sorts of things, and I don't join in. I just tend to stick to my sewing. So I've given myself a kick up the backside and decided to get more involved, and it was such good fun. I also bobbed over to the Millhouse venue, which is where we run our social sewing events, and had a chat about how we're going to manage them going forward with Sharon, my sister-in-law, and Bestie, who runs the venue. We did think that they were going to be a monthly thing on a Wednesday, once a month. The first one we had 10 of us in total there. The second one is due to take place on the 6th of September. Unfortunately, it is fully booked. I know. And there's 16 people. So I'm getting a little bit jittery about that, how we're going to go from 8 to 16. But, it's going to be such good fun. So because it's booked up, the next event has been scheduled and it is for the 5th of October. So if you want to attend one of our social sewing events, there's a Facebook group called Northwest Social Sewing Group, and there's an Instagram set up called Northwest Socials. So join one of those or follow the Instagram, and then you'll get notified of the next events. The last thing I want to tell you about is a collab that I'm going to be doing with the lovely Adele from Sew for Serenity. I watched her vlog on the Friday Sews a few weeks back now, and she said she wanted to make one of these. They're really popular in the sewing community. Again, Adam Sews makes these and sells them, so look on his website. But Adele and I, because I had also recently purchased the pattern, so I reached out to Adele and we agreed that we're both going to do a collab and make the Catch Caddy. So there it is. I'll get it up close. If you've not seen it before, it is a really useful sewing aid. I'm going to keep this at the side of my sewing machine, and then all my little bits and pieces that I use on a regular basis will be there to hand instead of me scratching around trying to find them. And it's going to be great for taking to my sewing socials. So, what fabrics am I going to make the Catch Caddy in? I have caved and bought some fabrics for it because I wanted it to be special. And this is going to be one of the main fabrics. How gorgeous is that? It's Tula Pink fabric, because I love the ones Adam makes, but I just wanted mine to be a little bit different. So we're going to have the floral one. Sorry, I don't know the name of the fabric. I'm sure Adam does. So I've got that fabric, and then on the inside, this was in my stash, this gorgeous pink abstract dot. Bit busy but nice. So that's going to be the lining side. I have already started a little bit of the quilting. And then the other fabric that's going to go with it is this one with some lovely flowers on it. And the inside is going to be, so we're going to have a bit of a different inside and have some purple dots. And then for the binding, I've got this. Oh, oh. You know, when you find some fabric and you just drool over it. I think I bought about 2 meters of this. I got a bit carried away, but I'm sure I'm going to use it for lots of things. So, they're the 3 fabrics. Let's get them all together. Oops. So the fighting with it. So the outside is going to have the stripy pink border and then that and that. And I can't wait to get it done. And that's the Catch Caddy that we're going to make. Loving it. I just hope I can manage to do it. It's the binding, I think, that is going to be the big challenge. So I'm going to take my time with it. We've set ourselves a 2-week time scale. So in theory, that's plenty of time. I've got all the hardware. I've got everything that I need to make it. So I just need to crack on with it, take my time and try to make a beautiful Catch Caddy. Fingers crossed. So good luck to Adele, who's doing it with me. I can't wait to see what fabrics you're going to be using. Are you going to show us today, Adele, or are you keeping it a secret until the reveal? We didn't discuss this, but hey, I've shown mine now. But, you know, till it's all put together, you can't see the final result, can you? So that's it for my first Friday sews. Esme's behaved reasonably well, hasn't she? Lily's done her usual, just snooze through the day. Ever reliable Lily. Oh, there she is. Are you waking up again, darling? You can see the difference, can't you? You can tell this one's 8 and this one's 18 months by the difference in how lively little Esme is. So I'm going to love you and leave you there. If you like what you've seen, give me a like. And I'd love you to subscribe to my channel to let my little channel grow because I am only small at the moment. And I will be back on Monday for my Monday Makes and Plans. So bob on Monday and give me a watch then. Take care and happy sewing, everybody. Bye for now.